Good morning, Montreal. You are tuned to the Wednesday Morning After, and I am your host, Sheila Ferrando. We have a full show for you today with 2 interviews. The first one is with Mayor Sue Montgomery of Notre Dame de Grâce, Côte des Neiges. The second interview is with solo musician and rock artist Klinsvin Gilbert. He has some singles he'd like to share. Let's start the day off with some music.
On the morning after, the night before.
You are listening to The Morning After on CKUT 90.3 on the FM dial.
From Kerala, India comes Klinsvin Gilbert, a guitarist and all-round musician. He studied in Canada, and he's here for new opportunities in the music business, making his own way through music production. He has some brand new work to share. With us today, we have Klinsvin Gilbert. Hi, Klinsvin, and welcome to the show.
Hi, Sheila. Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
First, introduce yourself and tell us how you came to be a musician in Canada.
Hi, my name is I'm Klinsvin, and I first arrived here to do my music business management. So before that, I had done a sound engineering from India, and then I worked as a freelance musician for 2 years. And I was performing with many bands at the time. And being here, my main goal was to really propel myself into the mainstream music industry. And, you know, I was always fascinated with Western music, even when I was, a kid, a teenager. Loved bands like Metallica, Soundgarden, and many more. So, that kind of interest really made me chase my dream. And now I'm doing my own kind of stuff. I have a loop station. I do solo acoustic things. And yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. And I graduated last year in July. And I'm doing shows in the GTA and making new songs, making new music, putting myself out there, working my way up.
As a solo musician, what is your process when you approach a new project?
Well, the thing is, I think I'm an innate writer. I write so much, like random ideas that pops in my head about emotions and about a different perspective of things more than a musician. So I think as a solo musician, I write down these ideas in my mobile or my notepad, and I with my guitar, and I try to figure out how to emote that feeling musically. So that's the first step. And then I go into this workstation, I program my drums, and, I bring in the instruments, and I get in touch with my producer friends at the time. I have different producers. So I get in touch with them and set up a dates. And then we go at the heat of the battle. We try to record new stuff, new materials. And many of my stuff is just like that. Many instant ideas come in the studio, like guitar tracks in terms of harmonies, and maybe even new lyric ideas. So that's how I approach my, being a solo musician. You have to be aware of all the tracks in your head. And first time is just one riff, one idea, or one note, maybe, or one progression. And this snowballs into something big. And the next thing you know, you have a song ready. And then you make the song, you master the song. And, it's a creative process, but it's very time consuming. But I love it. I love doing it.
What is the name of your newest single, and what's the story behind the song?
Well, my new single is called Sweet Nicotine. And, it's a very metaphorical song. And the Sweet Nicotine is basically a metaphor for toxic relationships. And it basically means that just like smoking cigarettes, sometimes at the moment, nicotine is a chemical in the cigarette, and it makes us feel good. But the thing is, in the long term, it does damage to our psyche. So that was the idea behind the song. And I was really, at the time, before creating, the song came in this first riff in F sharp minor, which in a standard tuning, I wrote in my acoustic guitar. So at the time, there was a lot of unfortunate events that happened in my life. I was with some people that thought they were my friends and they would have the best for me, but in the end, they kind of stabbed me in the back, and I had to being living alone in a different country itself is hard, and just getting that in my head was too much. So I changed my room. I stayed away from all these people, and there was a woman involved, and all these things came like hitting me like a brick in my head. And then one day, I was alone living in this place in downtown Oshawa, a very dark place. It wasn't, because I had to leave that room that I was in and the people that I was with. And at that time, this thing came to me, and I started writing, and different metaphors about wordplays came to my head. And, then I started recording the idea, and I showed it to one of my friends back in India. And I showed him, hey, I made this thing. And the first thing he told me was, dude, record that. And I showed it to another friend, the same thing, dude, record that. That is a good thing that you made. Record that fast before it goes away, before you slip into other things. So that idea came to me, and I started writing Sweet Nicotine. And yeah, that's basically it. The song is basically about those kind of people that, we cling on to despite knowing that they're bad for us. It could be like a lover, or, could be a parent or a relative, anybody, a friend. So that's the idea of the song, in terms of meaning.
May we hear some of your music?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do it.
Here's Sweet Nicotine on the Wednesday Morning After.
Stabbed in the back, lived in a room of doom, dark like a pharaoh's tomb, caught in the storm I can't escape, and the pain they hold inside, in my mind it tries to hide, it's like I can't get enough of sweet nicotine. Inside she screams, I can't get enough. Sweet nicotine, where have you been? Try to fake it, but it's harder than it seems. Just can't help myself again. Lifted too much weight, hard for the soul to take, and it's worse than misery. The smokes that I breathe inside comes out like dragon's fire. Sound like a perfect crime, a sweet nicotine. Inside she screams, I can't get enough. Sweet nicotine.
How have you been surviving COVID-19?
Well, it is a tough time. This year has been tough, but I try to make most of it. But depending on the gigs that I was compared to last year, this year was like way low. So doing shows, making people happy is one of my, things that I feel good about myself. So that is really low. But I still get gigs. We follow the social distancing protocols in some events, and we try to make the most despite the situations. And I'm also I entered in a little bit of teaching, so I have some students that they're very passionate, and they're very eager to learn guitars. And so I consume my time with teaching students and also recording new materials, and trying to do a little bit of social media work on my pages. And it's all been productive, really, because as a musician you try to build new things. And I have this producer called Prince, who's also graduated MBM with me, and we've been making new songs, putting in new ideas. And sometimes some days are very harder than usual, but we take it one day at a time, and we do things one thing at a time, and we go by.
You have a second single out called She Make Me Go. Tell us about that song.
Oh, yeah. I mean, She Make Me Go, I released it before Sweet Nicotine, but it's actually the main highlight about this song is it's the most streamed song that I have on Spotify. As of now, it has more than 20,000 streams on Spotify. And it's gotten a really good response from people. And it has like Latin American roots in it because I'm a huge Santana fan, and I love reggaeton music too. So Daddy Yankee and all that reggaeton style music. So I little bit dwelled in that realm, and I came out with this song called She Make Me Go, and it has a small Spanish guitar solo in there. And song is basically, an energetic, fun song, and even when I sing it live, there's a part where I like, she make me go, oh, so I make the crowd sing that part, and we have a good time with it. So it's a very personal and very, very energetic song that I like to play live and listen to, as a listener, and people like it too.
Maybe hear some more of your music?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
This is She Make Me Go on CKUT.
Take her to the movies sometimes. Love it when she does the thing when I rhyme. Love it when she say please. She does those teas, my sweet release. Love it when she get down on her force. Love it when she moans to do one more. When I kiss her lips, those LSD sips make me wanna trip. Cause when you fall in love with the girl, you feel that your whole world is a blur. My engines burn and your wheels all turn. Then you finally learn. She made me go, oh, 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 oh. She made me go, oh, oh, oh. She made me go, oh, oh, oh. She made me go, oh, oh. She's like a motherfucking dynamite. Why she wear them skirts so tight? Why she do that? Why she paint her lips so red? She make me wanna shred and take it to my bed. She can feel the vibration to my string. She could be the lord of my own rings. I could be her king and she could be my queen. A muse that sings. Cause I once fell in love with the girl. I felt that my whole world was a blur. My engines burn and the wheels all turn. And then I finally learned. She made me go, oh, 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 oh. She made me go, oh, oh, oh. She made me go, oh, 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 oh. She made me go, oh, oh, oh.
Yeah. Baby, you so
sexy, girl, I love the way you moving. If you about to get with me, then girl, I promise you ain't losing. I just wanna hold you in my arms, cause you my everything. I don't wanna fight, cause I can lose you over anything. She looking hella good when I walk in, she get excited. Sorry, baby, I don't love you, I just love to get inside her. You know every time you leave, I'm gonna want you back. And she know that if I leave, I'm never calling back, ayy. But we can't fall in love, cause we too busy getting busy. I been getting with your lady on the daily, man, it's crazy, right? She don't want my money or my Gucci, she just want the pipe. So I'll be sleeping with your girl, just me and her tonight. She makes me go, oh, 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 oh. She makes me go, oh, oh, oh. She makes me go, oh, 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 oh. She makes me go, oh, oh, oh. She made me go, oh, oh, oh.
If our listeners want some free listening time or to buy your tracks, where should they go?
Well, there's a lot of options. First of all, you can stream my songs on Spotify. It's a Klinsvin, Klinsvin, and also you can buy them on Apple Music, iTunes, and Google Play. You can get it on Google Play, Deezer, and it's the same name everywhere. Klinsvin, Klinsvin, and some of the songs are on Amazon. And check them out, listen to the songs and be happy. It's a tough time. It's important to stay positive and be happy.
Thank you for your interview today.
Thank you for having me.
You've been listening to Klinsvin Gilbert speaking about his latest music. I am your host, Sheila Ferrando.